What if I told you that eating less often could actually save your life after 40? Not a diet, not a pill, not another thing to buy. Just when you eat. And what happens inside your body in the hours between. If you're over 40, I already know a few things about you. You wake up and it takes a minute before your body actually cooperates. You eat what you've always eaten, but the belly fat, it just doesn't move. By 3 p.m., you hit a wall. Not tired enough to sleep, too foggy to think. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a quiet fear sits. Is this just what getting older feels like? Is this it? Here's the thing nobody tells you in your doctor's waiting room. It might not be age. It might be when you're eating. In this video, we're going to walk through what actually happens hour by hour inside your body when you eat just once a day. We're talking about what happens to your fat cells, your brain, your hormones, and your energy. And by the time we're done, you're going to understand something most people over 40 never figure out. Stay with me. This one changes things. Now, let's be clear. We're not talking about starvation. We're not talking about crash diets. We're talking about a structured eating pattern called OMAD, 1 meal a day. The National Institutes of Health has published research showing that time-restricted eating, limiting the window when you eat, can improve metabolic markers, reduce inflammation, and support healthy weight loss in adults. Harvard Medical School and the Mayo Clinic have both noted that intermittent fasting, including OMAD-style eating, can support insulin sensitivity, which after 40 becomes one of the most important numbers you're not tracking. This isn't fringe science. This isn't a wellness trend. This is biology, and your body already knows how to do it. Point 1. Your insulin drops, and your body finally opens the fat vault. Here's something most people don't know. Every time you eat, even something healthy, your body releases insulin. Insulin is like a key. Its job is to unlock your cells and push energy in. But here's the problem. When you eat every 2 to 3 hours like most of us do, insulin is almost always elevated. And when insulin is high, your body cannot burn fat. Physically cannot. It's like driving with the parking brake on. The CDC reports that more than 96 million American adults have pre-diabetes. Most don't know it. And one of the biggest drivers? Chronically elevated insulin from eating all day long. When you eat once a day, insulin stays low for extended hours. Your body gets the signal, no food coming, time to burn what we have stored. The fat vault opens. Finally. Common mistake after 40. Eating 5 to 6 small meals, thinking it's boosting metabolism. It's actually keeping insulin elevated all day and making fat loss nearly impossible. The fix is simple: longer gaps between eating. And OMAD is the ultimate version of that. Point 2. Your brain wakes up like it hasn't in years. About 12 to 16 hours into your fast, something remarkable happens in your brain. Your liver starts converting stored fat into molecules called ketones. Ketones cross the blood-brain barrier, and your brain lights up differently. People who practice OMAD, and I hear this over and over, describe a mental clarity they hadn't felt in years. Focus returns. The brain fog lifts. It's not a caffeine high. It's cleaner than that. The National Institutes of Health has published research linking ketone metabolism with neuroprotective effects, meaning it might actually help protect brain cells as we age. Think about that. You're not just losing fat, you might be protecting your mind. Common mistake after 40. Breaking the fast too early, often with coffee loaded with sugar and cream, which spikes insulin and shuts off ketone production before the brain fully benefits. Hold the fast until your OMAD window. Your brain will thank you. Point 3. Your cells start cleaning themselves. Yes, really. This is the part that genuinely blows people's minds. Around 16 to 24 hours without food, your body activates a process called autophagy. The word literally means self-eating. But here's what that actually means.
Your cells start identifying and breaking down damaged proteins, old cellular components, and debris that's been sitting inside them. They recycle it, use it for energy. Essentially, your body takes out its own trash. Yoshinori Osumi won the Nobel Prize in Physiology in 2016, specifically for discovering how autophagy works. This is Nobel Prize-level science, and OMAD is one of the most powerful ways to activate it. You're not just eating less, you're giving your cells a chance to repair. Common mistake after 40, stopping a fast too soon, often at 12 hours, before autophagy really kicks in. The window from 16 to 24 hours is where the cellular magic happens. Push through. The benefits compound the longer you stay in a clean fast. Hey, real quick, if you're finding this useful, drop a comment below with your age and where you're watching from. I read every single one, and honestly, hearing from you is why I keep making these videos. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. Not for the algorithm, for you, so you don't miss the next one. Point 4. Your inflammation starts to quiet down. Millions of Americans over 40 are walking around with what doctors call chronic low-grade inflammation. It doesn't feel like a swollen ankle. It feels like tired, achy, slow to recover, brain fog, weight that won't budge. Here's what's happening. When you eat frequently, especially processed foods, refined carbs, or excess sugar, your immune system is constantly activated. It's doing low-level battle all day. Fasting gives that system a break. The NIH has published findings showing that calorie restriction and extended fasting windows are associated with measurable reductions in inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein and interleukin-6. People who practice OMAD for 30 days often report better sleep, less joint pain, improved mood, and clearer thinking. Not because of some magic ingredient, because they finally gave their body a break from the fight. Common mistake after 40, breaking the fast with the wrong foods, especially ultra-processed or high-sugar meals, which immediately re-triggers inflammation and undoes a lot of the benefit. Your OMAD meal matters. Protein-dense, whole foods, healthy fats, real food. Point 5. Your relationship with food completely shifts. This is the one nobody talks about. When you practice OMAD consistently, something unexpected happens. You stop thinking about food all day. The mental chatter goes quiet. The cravings that used to own you, they shrink. And over time, something even bigger shifts. You start to realize you are not someone who needs to eat constantly to function. You are someone who fuels their body with intention. That's an identity shift. Researchers at the University of Illinois found that participants following a one-meal-a-day structure reported significant improvements in their sense of control over eating behavior. Not just weight loss, but feeling empowered around food. After 40, that mental freedom is worth as much as the physical results. Common mistake after 40, starting OMAD all or nothing, burning out in a week and quitting. Start with a 16-hour fast. Get comfortable. Extend to 18, then 20. Let 23, 24 hours come naturally. Your body adapts. Give it time. Okay, let's bring it all together. When you eat once a day and you stay consistent, here's what your body does. 1. Your insulin drops and your body finally burns fat the way it was designed to. 2. Your brain shifts into ketone mode. Cleaner fuel, sharper thinking. 3. Autophagy kicks in. Your cells repair themselves. Damage gets cleared. 4. Inflammation quiets. Sleep improves. Pain softens. Energy stabilizes. 5. Your relationship with food changes. You take back control. None of this requires a gym membership. None of this requires supplements. None of this costs you a single dollar. It just requires patience, a willingness to feel uncomfortable for a few days while your body adjusts, and the belief that your body, even at 45, 52, 60, still knows how to heal. Here's what I want you to hear before you close this video. This phase of life, your 40s, 50s, 60s, it is not the decline. It's the phase where what you know finally catches up with what your body needs. You're not starting over, you're starting smarter. Your metabolism isn't broken, it's been waiting for the right signal. Your energy isn't gone, it's been buried under a pattern that no longer serves you. Give it 1 meal a day, 2 or 3 times a week. Just try. See what happens. Because the version of you that feels good in your body, clear-headed, lighter, in control, that version isn't behind you. That version is still available. It's just waiting for you to stop eating every 2 hours. If this helped, share it with someone who needs it. Comment below. I want to know, have you ever tried fasting? What happened? And the next video, we're going deep into the exact 3-day OMAD starter plan, designed specifically for people over 40 who've never fasted before.